All right, guys, back here at Keith's place. Check on his progress with the airboat. Let's see what he's got done. Let's check it out. Well, I see he's got some props on and an engine. What you working on now?
Putting coolant in it and getting ready to fire it up.
Oh, first time firing it up today, huh?
Yep.
All right. And I assume the engine installment went smooth?
Yep.
Good. And you got the props all dialed in?
Yeah, we're pretty close, whatever. So.
Yeah. You'll fine tune it after you get it on the water?
Yep.
Good. I see you got a fancy little fuel pump there, nice and chrome. I guess that probably cost you a little extra, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's 110 gallon per hour fuel pump to keep up with the 950 CFM carburetor. So, need to keep fuel in her.
You better get a larger fuel tank then, don't you think?
Hopefully not.
Yeah. We'll see what kind of mileage you get with this engine.
Yeah.
It's pouring right out of there. Right here.
Yep.
Let's pull that piece out. Is the washer crushed or something?
Yeah.
Is there a flat washer there?
All right, he's gonna start it up. Fire in the hole. Getting there in position so we can put the cage back on it. Pull out the forklift, make it a little easier. We got the cage right here and ready to go. So let's hook it up and mount it on the boat.
Right there. Good. That's it.
Yes.
Get all the wires tied back in and tie strapped and reconnected. We still have a couple of small leaks that are popping up here and there that we're trying to address. This one here.
That's why I reached out.
That may have been where they had
loose. Yeah, it's
they had
loose.
their oil filter or their oil pressure gauge in when they dynoed it. So that may have been that issue.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that everything's tightened down, because getting small leaks here and there, and just got to tighten it
That's
down.
why we're running it now. Yep.
Yep. All right, guys, as you can see, we have the engine put back together, the cage on. We checked for leaks. I think the only thing left now is really to get a test drive in. So we're hoping that tomorrow morning we will take it out to Lake Weiss, which is our local lake here in northwest Georgia and Alabama. It's actually in Alabama, but it's close to us in northwest Georgia. And we're going to hopefully take it for a test drive tomorrow and work out any more bugs, getting ready for a big trip down to Florida. So hang in there with us, and let's check it out. All right, guys, we're over here at Lake Weiss, Alabama. We're at the public boat ramp, where we're gonna launch the boat and do a little test riding, put some hours on the engine, break it in, and hopefully not hit any stumps out here. It's a really stumpy area, so we're gonna stay in the channel and just take our time. So stick with us and enjoy the ride. Well, after dodging that stump, we decided to go take a break and have a little lunch at a really cool restaurant on the water there. As we pulled up to tie up the boat, we noticed another boat coming in that was very interested in the airboat. How's it going?
Pretty cool, man.
They are.
Where'd you get that thing?
He got it down South Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just testing out the motor. He put a brand new motor in it. We're kind of breaking it in, so just taking it easy. Yeah. Well, at the end of the ride, as you can hear, the alternator belt loosened up and squeaked. But that was the only issue that we ran into. All right, so how did the test ride go?
So far so good. Everything seemed all right. We had one little glitch in there, and other than that, ran cool. Oil pressure's good, so
No leaks?
no leaks. Yeah, I think we're good.
Sounds good, man. Can't wait to get on the water again.
Yep.
All right, till next time.
You got it.
Yep. Another issue we discovered was that the battery fell out of its holder. So Keith got a different battery holder and fixed the issue.
All right, we took it for a test drive last weekend and it did good, but I think it needs a little more pitch in the prop, so we're going to change that today. We are on like 18 degrees on there. I don't know if you can see that or not. We're going to change it to 20 and go from there.
Change your pitch.
Yeah. I was gonna say, cameraman's gonna be mad at you when they walk by and you're in front of it. All looks good. So, all looks good on there. We went to 20 on there. So now we'll just torque it down and we should be good. Well, we'll see what that does on the trip out tomorrow and see if it does any better.
All right, so here we are at boat ramp on the river here. We're going to try a different spot today. Looks like there's pretty good current here, so it'll probably be a little bit of a fight getting this thing back on the trailer, but we'll do our best. Our second test ride was successful, so now we're going to go back to the shop and see about putting on some of that sea deck. Using a little lacquer thinner, clean it up. All right, so we're putting down a little 3M spray just to help out the adhesive a little bit more. Nice conditions. All right, let's see that work. There we go, look at that. Like a professional.
Nope. You gonna spray it or?
Nah, we already got it.
Make sure you walk from down there. Need to come towards the line. I'll stick that now.
Show me what you've got done here. I see you got some of the...
Yeah, we finished up the seat deck part here and the back there. And I resealed the bolts on the fuel pump there, so we shouldn't have an oil leak on that. And then retuned the carburetor a little bit. Brought the idle down. Picked that little screw in the back there, lifted that up a little bit. You know, came down about 800, so.
Nice.
Good. Yep.
Well, let's give her a try.
Yep.
Okay, water test number 3 went well. We have enough hours on the motor now to change the oil, and we're gonna head on down to Lake Kissimmee, Florida, and test it out on some dry ground there and see how she performs. Okay, so we had an issue with the air cleaner cover. It kept on loosening up on us, and we had to keep stopping and tightening it and dealing with it. Looks like we snapped the air cleaner bolt. We're doing a little fix for it. All right, guys, so here's the big test. We're on dry ground, and this is a really long stretch of dry ground. If we make it through this, we are definitely good to go. The boat has been performing perfectly, and Keith felt very confident in the boat's ability to get across the dry ground. He's never been able to do this before with his old motor, and so it was exciting to see this happen. And on the next clip, you'll see another great test for the boat. It is a uphill climb that's all dry to the top of a place called Indian Mound. Take a look at this and check it out. This is pretty awesome. Just like that, he's on top of the hill. So that was a great run. All right, so we're going to talk to Keith about his airboat situation. He finished it up. We did it for a test drive and everything else. So let's ask him what he thinks about the whole process and how things went for him.
Well, so far everything went good. Had a few little glitches in there. Got an oil leak where the fuel pump goes on. Not bad, but you know, it needs to be fixed. Tried a Chevrolet type air cleaner lid on the carburetor, and it weighed too much, I guess, for the cam and the shaking of the motor, that it broke the stud on the carburetor. So we went back to just a regular little thin Moroso style air cleaner, and we had no issues with that. So far the decking seems to be pretty good. Got a couple of little spots on the edges I guess I need to trim off that, you know, are peeling it from the standing on the edges and whatever. Other than that, the boat ran great. Started out with the old motor had 16 degrees pitch on the prop. We went to 18 when we first put the motor in, and then I thought it was a little high on the RPM, so I went up to 20, and it seemed to put it right at the peak horsepower range where I want it. So, you know, when you're wide open. So it did great. It pushes good, never got stuck. So that's a plus. Last time we went out, you know, we got stuck with it a few times. So everything else seems to be good. I got a few little things to do, finish up the top, paint the seats, stuff like that. But we just got it ready to do the autism run in Kissimmee, and worked out fine. So.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I was with you with it, and the performance of the new engine was awesome. Plenty of power, and you know, it did what you were hoping it would do. You know.
Yes.
So that's great.
So just a few minor things now. You know, I just you know, finish up the top deck and, you know, put the red on there instead of the black, and paint the seats. I think I'm going to repaint them like a candy apple red or something, and that should be it. We'll put it all back together, and we'll be ready for next time.